once was a girl who saw good in the world. She found joy in each leaf and in each little curl. She loved to run and to dance and explore, to see what the world could offer her more. Now over time that would fade and return now and then, but she always knew her spark would come back again. Till one day it didn't. Disappeared, it seemed, for good, because she lost the ability to do things she once could. But she learned how to manage, how to nurture that spark, so she always had a little, even if only a quark. And she learned it was okay to not do everything, to not push too hard, or she'd end up in a sling. She had it under control, had life all figured out. But one day, got called a burden. That filled her with doubt. Was her spark important? Should she really exist? She's a burden to others, why take up space like this? She didn't know where to turn, her safe people were gone. Turns out they hadn't seen her as human all along. So she cried out for help in every way she knew how. But most everyone claimed that she never made a sound. "My goodness," she cried, "how thick is your head? If you don't listen to me, I will end up dead." But still they prattled on, saying, "Oh, look how strong," not noticing her crack and losing things she'd never get back. "Well, if nobody cares," she said to herself, "then maybe I don't deserve any help." So she did what she could to keep herself alive and left others behind. Maybe without them, she'd thrive. But soon she discovered being lonely is as bad as being around people who don't see when you're sad. With no other ideas, she chose to try once again. Maybe this time she'll find it. Good is just around the bend. So she returned to the world with all its people and sounds, to find that still no one listened. They just said they were proud. They praised her for struggles and for saying what's right, without realizing that she did not like to fight. But this time she broke, got as mad as could be, and yelled, "Why the fuck aren't you listening to me?" They said they didn't know. Maybe she was hard to hear, when she'd done everything she could to make her thoughts crystal clear. They promised to change. By then she was burnt out. There was no more trust to even try to tease out. Was it her fault? Did she give up too fast? Or was it their fault for not listening even when asked? Well, fault doesn't much matter. What matters is this. If the world doesn't listen, one day that girl will quit. Sure, strength is her power, that cannot be denied. But think of all the hurt that was hiding behind. So be careful what you say, what kind of space you create. Because whether you know it or not, you could be playing with somebody else's fate.